Hello, everybody. How are we all tonight? I'm not sure whether anybody's here or yet. I'm just updating thing. Let me share this out before I finish updating. We have yet to update. We have update the one that most people see in thing. We'll grab that link and we'll share it in Discord. We don't have Alpha here yet. Hopefully he will be here soon. Sounds like we have Alpha here. Hey, Alpha. I see you, but I don't hear you because your mic's muted. Okay, so let's see. I just calculated before we got in here. Outcasts points from last week, which were 29, so that's 30. So why is all those 46? And it's not 46 for there. So I'm going to say 75 because I don't know why those other ones aren't updated or why this one isn't updated. And I don't know what's happening with 75. Come over here. Oh, and I didn't play the theme today. Okay. If you can hear me, Alpha, you are muted. So I'm not sure whether you're trying to talk or not, but I can't hear you because you are muted. But maybe you intend to be muted. Okay, so this again, 75. Okay, but as you see, thanks to last week, for overall points for the season, that has put Fitzchozo above. Outcast. Okay, so the only other person to get some points last week was Raul, and he got 2. So Raul was at 35. That means he's at 37 now. Control F. He's creeping up on Chris. Let's see. Raul. Okay, so save that. And then we will save it as PNG. So you guys can see it go update on here in real time. And there we go. We are silhouette game. My browser won't let me use my mic. Okay. I've had that problem before. Can you download Discord to use by itself without a browser? That's how I use it. Alpha. Either that or you might have to restart your computer. I know you probably don't want to. I know that's a pain in the arse. Hey, Outcast, how are you? Right now, Alpha is having some mic troubles with his browser. I'm not sure whether shutting off the browser and then turning it back on might help either. Okay, so I also want to check something out. I actually, for the first time in a long time, I opened up TikTok and uploaded a video. Okay, so I will reset and see if that works. I will not download Discord. Yeah. Oh, if not, I will download Discord. Oh, okay. I read that wrong at first. Nothing new for me. No repeats from previous Silhouette games for Hanna-Barbera characters. Well, it is definitely possible for repeats from previous Silhouette games for Hanna-Barbera characters. I will say that. If we did, if this was a second part to just Hanna-Barbera characters, then there would be no repeats. But even, I think we have Alpha back. Question is, can Alpha speak? Well, we know Alpha can speak, but will his computer let him? And that is a no. His computer is being a pain in the arse. But good to see you here. Did everybody get the memo? The Silhouette game was starting 2 hours later. I have no idea. Obviously, I let people know Saturday when this was, well, it was sort of decided on Friday, but next show that I had was Saturday. I let everybody know. Monday, I let people know that things will be starting later for my shows during the week, and of course I announced it last night on my birthday stream too. So maybe this will mean we'll get more people. Maybe it won't. I don't know. I would have thought Fitzjoseph would have been here by now, but maybe he doesn't think he will do well with being Hanna-Barbera characters. I know he didn't really show up for He-Man because of the same reason. Although he said about doing a show today. I'm not sure what time he was planning on doing that show. But we'll go ahead at the 15-minute mark, whether he's here or not. And we'll see where things lie. We may or may not have Alpha tonight. It depends on him. Or it depends on his computer. I will be back in probably a little bit more than a minute. I'm going to grab myself something to drink before we start. Some water. Cold water.
Yourself is the truth. Staring at the space, I understand the questions. In order to get this done, there needs to have a chance to start the question. But we're sitting down the wall. Unable to. Let's come under my heart down, my eyes were eager to get stuff. That one still linger inside the chest. There's a son of a fireplace. The first we need to find is that feet, the entire room. His face is wet with tears. His hair is shut. His breathing shit. He leaned on one of the pillars as if straining. His mother approached him, trembling, whispering. He didn't answer. Instead, he stared away. The prisoner was fear. Then hate. Then force to follow. Now he looked at her. Maria was alive. Her hands slid. But her presence felt strong as the
You should make a short every week announcing the Silhouette game so other people who don't know, it can show up on more people's views. That is a neat idea. It's going to be a pain in the butt. See if Alpha is here. Nope, I don't see Alpha, but it is that time. It's time for round one of the Silhouette game. It's time to guess some things. Anyways, here's round one. I'd say fight, but there's nobody to fight. Yes, he's still having mic issues. He's not even in the back room at the moment. I'm not even sure whether he'd be in the chat at the moment to say anything. Well, hey, look who's got their picnic basket. It's Outcast Comics. Hey, boo-boo. Yes, you are correct. It is Yogi Bear. Outcast Comics.
Oh no.
Ah, we hear him. It's a miracle.
How do I turn off my camera? Okay. Hello. I'm on my phone.
You're phoning it in?
Yes, indeed. Seems my security settings for my browser changed.
Ah. Oh. Okay. There we go. So we've just done round one. And it was Yogi Bear.
How did everyone do?
Well, we only have one person here, and that is Outcast. Oh, I'm probably definitely high from what I'm showing.
Wait, you're high?
I'm not high as in with weed, but my volume is high compared to
Oh,
yours.
okay. How do you know?
Well, one, Outcast said his volume is either very low or your volume is too high, Rick. And then in OBS, it has when we talk or whatever, it has a meter thing go up, like you would on a stereo or something like that, to show the volume. The
I must be
green
really
wheel.
low.
No, wow. You sound all right to me, but I know I was definitely high. My volume. Let's see.
Oh, you can never be too high.
And your volume is full on Discord for me.
Oh, okay.
So I don't think it can get any higher. Put your volume up just a little. Okay. That better? Oh. That better? Outcast says he can hear Alpha now.
Perfect.
So, let's get out of round 2. Or out of round 1. Let's go find some other picnic baskets. Hey, Alpha?
Mm-hmm.
Now, do you think you
Good
got
idea.
this one?
Yeah. There's only one.
This could only be one character? You mean?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I must say, I was really surprised at all of Hanna-Barbera's shows that they had and some of the ones that it entailed. Well, Outcast has put his answer in the chat. He's thinking this is the smurfiest Smurf ever, being Smurfette.
Oh, wow.
Would you concur that this is the smurfiest Smurf ever, Smurfette?
Well, I wouldn't use that kind of language. It's a family show, you know. But yeah, I believe that's Smurfette.
Well, you guys all smurfed it right this time. So,
I'm surprised you're talking about smurfing on stream.
well, sometimes you just have to smurf it. Well, let's smurf away this round and smurf into round 3. Now, do you think you know who this is, Alpha?
I think I know. I'm pretty sure I know. It turns out I'm more familiar with my Hanna-Barbera cartoons than I thought I was.
Well, we're only on round 3.
That's a good point.
These are the easy ones. And of
Well,
course,
it depends.
And of course, YouTube has to translate when it doesn't need to be translated, because it says "Bravo, Johnny" when Outcast put Johnny Bravo. And would you concur?
Oh, yeah, it's Italian.
Somehow it's trying to correct his grammar. You know, "Bravo, Johnny Bravo," instead of John. That's Johnny Bravo. So,
Seems that way.
anyways, would you concur? Do you think this is somebody else?
Yeah, I think it's Johnny Bravo.
Well, you know what I have to say? Bravo, Alpha! Bravo, Outcast! Yes, it is.
Good work.
Johnny Bravo! Oh, yeah.
My mama told me about women like you. I was hoping she was right.
I'm not a woman.
Oh, I was quoting the show.
I figured that, but I was just being a pain. Well, bravo to everyone with round 3. It's yet to be seen whether bravos will be in number 4. Hey, Mike.
Hi, Mike.
Sorry, I'm stomping on your heels of your show time. Well, no, you do it at 8, right? Or 9, I forget, Mike. Well, Central Time. Or Eastern Time. So any
Well, this is
idea?
prime time. A lot of shows are going.
Yeah. Well, but Mike's a friend, I don't really like stepping on his toes. So any idea who this is?
Actually, yeah, I've got an idea.
Well, Outcast definitely has an idea as well, and he says, Rafney, are you gonna use Rafney?
This, any other guesses? What about Mike?
I'm not sure whether Mike's guessing. And of course, that is me doing Scooby Doo for the name of Daphne.
Is Mike going to play?
He
Mike,
doesn't
will you
use.
join us?
He's most likely doing
Just
his own
visiting?
show. Yeah, he doesn't normally play
Oh,
anyways. Unfortunately, although I think he'd be good at some of these. Hey.
well, I think it's Daphne. There's not a lot
Yeah,
of people named Daphne.
yeah. Mike says, just finished my show a little while ago. The mic stand is on 6 nights a week at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 Eastern. Okay. Well, would you like to play, Mike?
Wow.
And he goes over comic news and stuff like that. That's a pretty good show to check out at times, for sure.
Oh, so well, I should not distract the show from the topic, but that's cool. There's a lot of news this week.
Yeah, so he does, anime and movies and all that, stuff we're learning to, well, as he says, niche, but nerd culture.
Well, I wouldn't know anything about that.
Oh yeah, and I hear Masters of the Universe is getting a sequel.
They always say that, though. You can never trust them.
Yeah. Well,
But I could see it getting a sequel because it's owned by Amazon.
uh, anyways, well, I don't think Mike's guessing, but you're right. That shows of a outcast. Sorry, it is
Huh.
Daphne from Scooby Doo. Scooby Doo.
Good work.
Fire by you meddling kids.
And that dog named Scooby Doo.
Well, I was foiled in round 4 by you meddling kids. Will I be foiled in round 5? Do you know who this one is?
Yes, I believe I know who that is. I used to watch a whole lot of TV.
Mike says somebody beat me to my guess of Daphne already. Actually, I will be heading off to my midweek service in a little while. Oh, okay, cool. Well, Mike, the thing is, even if 3 people, everybody gets to guess, and the first 3 people to guess right get points. So even if you're the second person to guess, you can get points. And especially, well, if you're right, and it doesn't matter one way or another. And if you are in the chat and you're not sure and you think somebody else who has guessed has the right answer, you can snag their answer and grab yourself possibly some points if they're right.
Mm-hmm. That is correct.
But anyways, with that said, Outcast Comics says Dexter.
Oh, the serial killer. He's kind of short.
Do you think this is Dexter?
Well, I didn't have Showtime, so I didn't watch that show. But he does look like, you know, Dexter from Dexter's Laboratory.
Yes, well, who knows whether Outcast meant Dexter from Dexter's Laboratory or Dexter from the show called Dexter, which is about a serial killer that's not a doctor, right? He's a funeral
A
guy
detective, I guess.
or something. Yeah, I forget. Anyways, yes. Anyways, you've detected the right thing. This is Dexter from Dexter's Laboratory.
Good work.
So Outcast gets points because he got the right answer. Because whether he meant it as Dexter from Dexter's Laboratory or Dexter from the show Dexter, the name is still Dexter. So, although somehow I think he knew it was Dexter from Dexter's Laboratory. Mike says, since I may have not played in these games since the beginning, I am probably way behind on points anyways, so I do not really see any point in playing. Well, as you can see, Mike,
Use the points for prizes.
well, that's the thing. But yes, there's Outcast and Fizz who have quite a few amount of points. But if one were to play this game 2 or 3 weeks in a row and actually get a half decent score, you could easily end up in the top 5. And I think you knowing a lot of these answers, you'd end up in the top 5 easily. Probably if you were here every week, you'd probably end up in the top 3. You'd end up giving these other guys a run for their money. But nobody's forcing anybody to play. We're just saying, letting you know you can play. And it's about having fun, too. The other thing. That's the main thing. It's all about having fun here. Right?
And getting points and prizes.
Yeah, well, that too. That's nice, but it's, fun.
Start
Anyway,
getting prizes.
well, round 5 was not that big of an experiment. Let's see how much of an experiment round 6 is.
I wonder whose this could be.
Do you got any clues?
Yep. I see a few clues.
We do have a guest from Outcast. He's saying, Captain Planet, with your powers combined, or with your points combined, I will win this game. And the other thing too is we're not even halfway through the season. Well, we're just coming up on the halfway mark through the season. 26. We do 52 episodes a season, and we're coming up on 23 now. Well, this is the 23rd. So, anyways, with him saying Captain Planet, do you believe this is Captain Planet? Or do you think this is somebody else?
I agree.
Okay. Neither did I, Outcast, but when I was looking, I looked up Hanna-Barbera characters. It showed the shows and the characters, and I was like, oh, wow. I didn't realize that. Did you know that Captain Planet was Hanna-Barbera Alpha?
Yeah, because Ted Turner owned Hanna-Barbera, and he showed it on TBS, the Superstation.
Oh, okay.
They got an Emmy.
And so what clued you into this being Captain Planet? Since you said there was a few
This
clues.
green mullet.
Yeah, but it wasn't green when...
Well, there's not a lot of characters who are shaped like that with mullets, you know?
Yeah, so you could say his mullet. But when it's
Yeah, it's mullet.
black... But when he's black, you can't say his green mullet.
That's true. That's a good point. But mullets, you know, they have a way to capture the eye, you know.
Yeah. Let's see. Mike says, among the stories I covered tonight were a couple big announcements from Jendi Tartarovsky.
Tartakovsky, the creator of Dexter's Laboratory and Samurai Jack.
And
Ricky. Those are Hanna-Barbera cartoons too.
He said Jendi whatever, and Ricky Grivels the at the Annecy Festival and the arrest of CG critic for filming in BR. I have no idea what that means. I think CG is
Comicsgate critic. A critic of Comicsgate got arrested for filming
in BR, whatever BR is.
Bathroom. Well,
apparently the people's powers combined got round 6. Let's see whether round 7 is a world away of an answer.
Ooh, that's a classic.
So you believe you know who this is?
Yeah. I didn't give it any time. I jumped on it really quick, but I think I know who it is.
No hints in that statement. And Mike does answer with Quick Draw McGraw. An Outcast comes in and says the same thing. Who do you think they are right?
I agree.
Well, Mike was definitely quick on the draw. And it is McGraw.
Mm-hmm.
So, yes. Quick draw McGraw. So, Mike gets some points. 3 points right off the bat with his first guess of the season, getting number 1 and taking Outcast down to second place.
Oh, that was fast.
Now, of course, 6. I just mean for this, that round, out of all these rounds, yeah, of course. From 3 points to 476 would be a lot. We don't award that many points in one round.
Oh, no. Absolutely not.
So, round 7 was a quick draw. But will round 8 be as quick?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This one's tough for me. I'm having a hard time with this one.
We have Mike guessing Fred Jones, I believe, from Scooby Dooby Doo.
Mm, mm, I don't know. I don't know. Any other guesses?
Outcast is yet to guess yet.
Well, the thing about Hanna-Barbera males is that, they have a similar build.
Outcast says, "Are you using multiple characters from the same show?" Well, you have to remember whether I do that normally or not. Now, it's not to say I couldn't. Well, I guess I'm answering. Normally, I don't when I can help it. So, this could be or not be. I'm not going to say for sure.
To be or not to be?
But it is not my normal practice to use multiple characters from the same shows if I can help it. Sometimes the topic just doesn't let me do it with the limited stuff and what pictures I can get easily. But I'll say this, Hanna-Barbera has a very wide variety of shows and characters.
Mm-hmm. Spans
uh,
over like 60 years, I think.
well, Outcast says he's going to go with Alan. I think that is meaning Alan from Josie and the Pussycats. Do you
You could
think
say that?
that's the name of the show? So,
Oh. Oh, okay.
and it's some name of some Archie comic characters. A band, in fact, Josie and the Pussycats. So, do you think Mike is right with Fred Jones? Do you think Outcast is right with Alan M? I believe it would be. Or do you think this is some other character entirely?
I think it's Alan M. Unless Fred's been working out. I don't think Fred's been working out like this.
Well, you want to know something?
What?
Everybody is wrong. This is Henry Chan from The Amazing Chan. And what was that show called? From The Amazing Chan and the Chan Clan from 1972.
I can't believe it. That's shocking.
What's shocking about it?
You got us. What round is this?
8.
What round is this? 8. That's the midway point. Why are you picking one so difficult?
I don't know.
That's tough.
Well, there goes that clan. Time to choose from another clan of characters.
You lose.
Who could this be?
I don't know. You gotta tell me. Ooh.
I don't know.
Mike says the first television cartoon produced by HB was Rough and Ready from 1957. And Mike comes in with the answer of Paul Rugg. And Outcast concurs. And we have Fitzjozo in the chat. Hello, Fitzjozo. How are you? So, do you think this is Paul Rugg, or do you think this is some other character?
Wait, Fizz is here, right?
Yeah.
Shouldn't he guess first?
Yeah, I guess he can. And he said, sorry I'm late. No problem, no problem. If you want to guess, Fitzjozo, you can. We are on round 9. Your points have been updated. And technically at this point, Fizz, although he has less points on the leaderboard right now, he is actually the top. He has more points for the overall season.
Whoa. So what's it gonna be, Fizz? You guessing?
No, he is not. So he says not guessing this round.
Oh, well, I think it's Paw Bear from the Hillbilly Bears.
You think this is Pa Bear?
That is correct.
Well, you got the show right. And everybody in the chat got the name right. It is Pa Rugg. His name is not Pa Bear. His name is Pa Rugg. And he is from the Hillbilly Bears.
Brother, this guy stinks!
What? So, are you going to give it to us or not?
Well, I'm giving it to the people in the chat because they got it right. You don't get any points either way, so.
Oh, man. Okay, that works.
Because they guessed the right name. They said Paul Rugg.
Oh, man. Anyway.
You said Paul Bear.
Yeah, he's a bear. I barely remember that show.
I don't remember at all. It's from the Adam Ant
show. I just remember Pog went. He just mumbled all his words.
Yeah, Mike says the family name of the Hillbilly Bears is Rugg.
Rugg. Because they're bears, like bearskin rugs. So play on words.
Well, I certainly took the rug out from under you.
Oh boy.
Well, let's take the rug out of round 9 and place it down in round 10.
Whoa. That's Hanna-Barbera for you.
Mike says Paul Rugg was voiced by the late great Henry Corden and aired as part of the Adam Ant Show in 1964 and 1965.
Any guesses, folks?
Not yet.
Fellas? Aw, man.
Do you have any guess?
Yep. I did research.
How well do you think your guess is in being right? What percentage?
60%.
Okay.
A little over half.
We'll have to test that. Fitzgerald says, I don't know these old cartoons. Well, that's why you should have been early. The easy ones were first. And as we've always said, Fitzgerald, if you think somebody, not that anybody's guessed the name, but if you think somebody in the chat might have the right answer, you can use it. Especially if there's no, second or third place taken at that point.
Mm-hmm.
Although, like Mike is yet to guess, and same with Fitzchozo. Not Fitzchozo. Well, Fitzchozo too, but guess.
They need to watch more Cartoon Network and Boomerang.
Now, I must admit, a lot of these I wouldn't be able to guess either. Too, but that's why I chose some of them. Ooh, Outcast comes out with a name and says Brenda Chance. I guess he took a chance.
Oh, wow. That's not even who I thought it was. It could be a lot of characters then. Oh, man. Okay. Now I'm starting to get annoyed. That Wikipedia just...
So is Mike or Fitzgerald going to make a guess? Oh, no, don't tell me. Crap. I know the name, but unfortunately I did what I've done before. I covered up the actual image that I grabbed with the silhouette. So I won't be able to...
I may be wrong then about my guess.
Fitzchozo's not guessing. And Mike has yet to put anything in, so I'm assuming that he's not. So we do have Outcast's guess of Brenda Chance. Well, you've already basically said you don't believe it's that. Well, you didn't believe it was that one. You thought it was a different character at first.
It may be. It's just that I had a different guess than that, and now I'm probably wrong.
Well, what was your guess before that?
My guess was Melody Valentine from Josie and the Pussycats.
Well, between you and Outcast, one of you is right. Now, who do you think it is? You or him?
I guess I'll say him, I guess, just to be polite.
Oh, you took a chance on him, eh?
Yeah.
Well, In that, you sang the right melody because this is Brenda Chance.
Oh, Brenda Chance. So he won.
Yes.
Oh, good work.
I didn't think he had stood a chance.
Huh. He knows his characters better than I do. I wish I could see her.
Well, you could probably look her up. Brenda Chance from Captain Caveman! The Teen Angels.
Oh, yeah, I never paid attention to anyone but Captain Caveman. But that was a pretty scandalous show.
And that aired from 1977 to 1980.
Wow. How'd they get away with that?
I don't know. But anyways, we've taken our chance on round 10. Time to
Because,
take
well,
it.
you got to remember that Captain Caveman was naked the whole time. All he was wearing was that cape.
Yeah, but see, all the fur, hair covered everything else up.
Yeah, but he's naked. They have a cartoon with a naked guy the whole time for years, and they kept it on the air. It's crazy. Kids watch that show.
Yes, but they couldn't see anything because he was a hairy guy. Anyways, time to take a chance on round 11.
This is for sure round 11.
Why? You think I'm springing something on you?
No, no, no. This is just a difficult one to figure out for me.
Well, so far, Outcast is known as women in this, although there's only been, what, two?
Yeah.
Trying to find the show that. Oh, there it is. Well, Outcast has a name. He says, Coil, man, Coil. Well, he just says Coil.
Coil, man. Coil.
He just
Oh,
says
Coil.
Coil, man. Coil, man. Do you have any
We're
guesses?
picking Hanna-Barbera characters, not Mega Man characters.
So are you saying he's wrong?
I'm not saying that.
Then what are you saying?
I'm saying it reminds me of Mega Man.
Oh, okay. Well, do you believe he is correct and that it is Coil Man? Or do you think this is some other character?
I am going to agree with the contestant and say that this is Coil Man.
Well, yeah, coiled around the right guy. This is Coil Man from the Impossibles from 1966.
Wow. Superheroes must have been big in 1966. You got the Batman TV show going on, and that was popular, so I guess everybody wanted to get in on it.
What round did we? Yeah, that was round 11. You know what? I sort of knew this character has a very distinct look. Were the Impossible Fantastic Four parodies? I have no idea. Although, you know what? There is a link here for them. So they consisted of Coil Man, Fluid Man, Multi Man.
Wait,
Setup.
what were they called again?
The Impossibles. That was the TV show.
Oh, okay.
Posing as a trio of young rock and roll musicians, the Impossibles were actually crime fighters with superpowers dedicated to battling evil supervillains of all shapes and sizes while performing for their adoring fans, usually Starstruck, screaming teeny boppers. The lads would play their mod, futuristic-looking guitars atop an equally futuristic bandstand, emblazoned with their Impossibles logo on the side, a la Ringo Starr's drum kit that could convert into a car, the Impossible Mobile, or a jet, the Impossijet, or a speedboat, or even a submarine.
And that was the stage?
I guess so. Or something about
Oh.
that. Their standard catch cry, when called, was "Rally Ho!" Their humorous dialogue was typically peppered with puns, as with many Hanna-Barbera characters, the Impossibles were topically and inspired by the times. In this case, resembling rock and roll groups of the mid-60s. So, it would
They didn't have the drummer.
It would seem... No, they were not a Fantastic Four parody.
Nope. But they were the first people to have a multiple man. They had a multi-man before Marvel did.
We coiled... Round 11 was coiled. Now you coiled me. Well, maybe I can coil you in round 12.
Huh? Any guesses?
I don't think so, not yet.
Oh boy. It's getting difficult.
Yes, and the funny thing is, there's some pretty unique silhouettes too.
Yeah, I don't remember any of these.
Some were technically
That's
before your
Hanna-Barbera for
time.
you.
Some were before your time, some were, during your time. And the Outcast is furiously trying to find what this thing is.
Well, you have to understand that Hanna-Barbera was like the top American animation studio in America because they had so many shows on TV at the time.
Yeah, and
so even if some of these shows were on for one season, they were animating everything, even Batman and DC stuff.
Yeah, they were throwing stuff out and seeing what stuck to the wall. They had a lot of spaghetti. And Outcast said,
Actually, I mean fettuccine right now.
An outcast just throws out a name and says Dinky.
Interesting.
So, do you think this Dinky of an answer is right? Oh, Fitzgerald says Chumley the Walrus. So do you think we have
Whoa.
a right answer from Outcast with Dinky or Fitzchozo? Or do you think it's a
Wow.
completely
So
different
many
character?
options.
Yeah, two.
I guess I'll go with the wall. Wait, Dinky. Yeah, I'll go with Dinky.
Well, for being named Dinky, this dog is not Dinky. He is Dinky, but he's not Dinky.
What?
He's Dinky, but not Dinky. His name is Dinky, but he is not small, which, Dinky sort of makes you think.
Oh, so that was the answer.
Yeah. So, yeah, Outcast is correct. And thus, because you sided with Outcast, you're correct. Sorry, Fitzgerald.
Oh, that's great.
You lose.
So
Well-
what's next?
Well, that was not too much of a dinky round. But let's see whether this will be a dinky round of round 13.
Oh, wow. Just because I know it can't be the answer, that reminds me of Pocahontas, Disney's Pocahontas.
Wow. I can definitely say it's not that character. And next week we will be doing, per Fitzgerald's request, fantasy characters. So magic, I'm not sure exactly what all that will entail. I'll have a complete definition more next week. Ooh, we do have a guest from Outcast. He's saying Jaina.
Who? What?
I think Outcast is old.
Maybe. He remembers all these shows.
That's, of course, not saying he's correct about this, but... Because he's saying stuff that I don't recognize. Although Clumsy the Walrus I didn't recognize either. And he added to, Outcast, added to the Jaina, he said, of the jungle.
Of the Jungle.
Jaina of the jungle. Is that like George of the jungle? George of the jungle, strong as he can be. Watch out for that tree!
Oh, yeah, pretty much. I've never heard of it, but, it's a good guess.
And Fitzgerald says, you probably have to ask Metal. Well, I doubt.
Does Metal know Hanna-Barbera cartoons?
I don't know. But I guess somehow he'd have to ask. You'd have to ask him whether Outcast is old. I think that's what Fitzgerald was referring to. Um, so I guess with that, I doubt Fitzjones was guessing at this point. Um, do you believe Outcast is right with Jaina of the Jungle?
Yes, I agree. Final answer.
Well, Outcast is not crashing into a tree because this is Jaina of the Jungle.
I wonder if that show was good.
Oh, Fitzgerald says, I'm talking about fantasy characters. Fantasy character games. You probably have to ask Meta. Yeah. So Outcast got another one. You know, third woman, and he knows it. Now, he's known
Yeah.
most of these,
Hmm.
He did suggest this
Okay, I
topic
looked it
too.
up. She's from a 1978 cartoon that I've never heard of.
Yeah, me neither. To check some of this stuff out. Well, let's swing out of round 13 and into round 14.
Hmm. Oh, hey, maybe it's that.
Maybe, baby.
I'll have to double check.
You might want to triple check. Maybe even quadruple
Triple check.
check.
I don't want to triple check.
Well, then you don't really want to quadruple check either, eh?
That's a lot of checking, though.
Yeah, but the check's in the mail. I don't know what it's
Hmm.
for or how much it's going to be, but it's in the mail.
Well, not yet. I haven't finished the pages yet.
Yeah, and in a couple weeks, I might actually be able to start putting money aside for that too. So,
Uh huh. Uh huh.
it seems like I might have stumped Outcast.
I've got a guess, but I've got to make sure I'm right. What number is this again?
14.
Ooh, this is right under 15.
You think?
Uh huh.
And we got the countdown.
Uh oh, I don't think I got it right now.
This is a more modern Hanna-Barbera cartoon, says Outcast. Well,
Are you sure?
we have our countdown over. So What is your guess? Since we don't have a guess from my
Uh,
cast.
I, Angelica Angel Jones, Firestar from Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends, but I'm not sure that was a Hanna-Barbera cartoon.
I forget either. Could look, but it's not her. This is Dee Dee
Oh no,
from
who?
Dee Dee from, I believe, if I got this right, Clue Club from 76 to 77.
You lose.
Sorry, everybody.
So no, not really that modern.
I've never heard of that show.
And that's just why this is round 14.
Well, when it comes to Hanna-Barbera, all the girls are shaped like girls and all the guys are shaped like guys.
So apparently nobody had a clue with round 14.
Nope.
It was Dee Dee from Clue Club. I believe Clue Club.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure that's the show. I'm labeled the character Dee Dee, so not definitely from Dexter's Laboratory. Not Sister Dee Dee.
Oh, okay. I'm looking at Clue Club now. I'm looking it up, and it's basically a reinvention of Scooby-Doo. They were like, hey, if Scooby-Doo's popular and it's like one dog, what if we use two dogs? And instead of a mystery machine van, why don't we use a dune buggy? Dune buggies are cooler than vans, right? So, yeah, that's what it looks like. They're trying to recapture the popularity of Scooby-Doo with a new look.
Yeah, so let's go with round 15 and see whether anybody has a clue.
Uh, at the moment, I have no clue.
I know who the character is now. I'm just trying to find what show he was in so I can let everybody know when they don't guess it. It's F, right? Find out. Okay, found it. Hanna-Barbera made, I think he meant to say, made mini Scooby-Doo clothes. Yes, they did.
Scooby Doo is like, it's amazing how it's been around for so long and every generation likes it.
Well, we have a guest by Outcast for this character. And I think part of the drawing gave it away. And that was my fault for putting it in up so high. But I thought it might have been
Huh?
an obscure character.
I'm pretty sure it is an obscure character. I have no idea who this is.
Well,
You're making it sound like he got it.
he says he believes this is King Max. Do you believe he is correct? Or do you, well, since you said you have no idea.
You know what? I'll just side with them and say, yeah, it's King Max. I mean, who else could it be?
Well, you know what? Need to crown him king.
What?
Outcast it is. Because this is King Max. The crown, like I said, I think gave it away.
Yeah. I mean, it's a clue. Who is this and where are they from?
This is King Max. He is from a show called The Biscuits from 1983.
Wow. I've never, I was alive, but I was a baby, but an infant, but I've never heard of that.
I saw when I was looking through stuff and I seen an image. I vaguely remember it. I didn't really watch it. It's about some, animomorphized some dogs, puppy type things.
Wow, I've never heard. If you would have just shown one of these puppies, I wouldn't have got it. This is okay. I looked it up, and yeah, I've never heard of this. How many seasons did it go? One season, yeah, 13 episodes in 1983, and it was over.
He says.
Never heard anybody talk about this.
Outcast says from the Biscuits, as I had said, and he says medieval puppies.
It's funny. I've heard of the gummy bears, but I've never heard of the biscuits. It's basically like the gummy bears took the idea and actually got popular. I mean, bears are easier than puppies, I guess. But these are cute. These are really cute puppies,
Outcast says, I was 8 years old when the show appeared on NBC. I would have probably been 9 or 10. I turned 10 in 83, so that's June. So depending on whether
1.
So depending on whether it aired originally in, January or whatever, or whether it aired in September. Most shows like this probably would have been September, so I probably would have been 10 when this aired. So like I said, I remember vaguely seeing it. I don't remember King Max. I just remember vaguely seeing it because of the puppies.
Yeah. You're probably out of the target demographic.
Oh, yes and no. I was like watching Transformers, Smurf, Gummy Bears, Snorks during that time, so Care Bears.
Yeah, but that's more action oriented. The biscuits just look like they're really cute puppies.
Yeah, well, there was probably a little bit of action, which would have been like similar to Smurfs or Gummy Bears, and Snorks.
Yeah.
Like I said, I watched what's the name of it? Care Bears.
Oh. Well, I watched Smurfs. Like I watched Smurfs for like most of my life. Like when I was little, anyway. Like from like before I can remember, all the way up until I was like 5. And then I watched Alvin and the Chipmunks too
Yeah,
when I
that's the
was
one
like
that.
really.
Uh, okay, says
I
this.
watched them all the way until the 90s.
Okay, says I think this is the most points I've gotten. Yeah, you, except for like what?
Uncontested for the most part.
Except for 2 rounds, you didn't get any points.
Oh, well, these are all crazy tough.
Yeah, well, and 2 of the rounds that he got points, he was second place because Mike got in before him.
The biscuits. The biscuits? Never heard of that.
Well, yeah, so like I said, next week will be fantasy characters, so I guess we're gonna have Lord of the Rings, probably some C.S. Lewis, probably
Maybe some
Narnia,
biscuits.
maybe Dungeons and Dragons, and a few other things. I'm not sure exactly what. Um,
Oh,
maybe some Harry
yeah,
Potter.
because fantasy doesn't necessarily mean medieval. So I guess you just need magic and swords and sandals.
Guess you could get the Smurfs in that. So,
Yeah, that's true. That counts.
so let's see. 10, 11 rounds, we'll say, of 3. So that's 33. 33. 37 points.
The biscuits.
You're gonna be going on for the next week about that.
I can't believe it, though. I mean, I've never heard of that.
Oh, Fitzgerald says Harry Potter isn't medieval. Neither is the Dresden Files. I have no idea what the Dresden Files is. But Harry Potter does involve magic. So wouldn't that be fantasy?
What's a Dresden file?
I have no idea. And it deals with all kinds of magical type creatures and all that. Things that I would
Mm.
think would fit under fantasy.
Yeah.
Yes, it's still fantasy.
Like I was saying, it doesn't necessarily have to be medieval to be fantasy.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why.
It just has to involve magical stuff,
Yeah,
It
that's
could be
why.
the future, but have fantasy in it.
Yeah, that's why I was a little confused when you said Harry Potter isn't medieval. Like he was, seemed like you were trying to say fantasy was just medieval stuff, but I don't think so now.
Like even the Final Fantasy games are like science fiction fantasy,
Yeah, could be maybe something from that too.
Mm-hmm.
Fitzgerald says Avatar: The Last Airbender is also fantasy. Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, next week will be fantasy. Probably gonna do out the week after, like Mechs round 2. Um, um,
Ooh, cool.
because we did one in the first season. Let's see. So
And people have to remember that mechs are not robots. They're vehicles shaped like people.
well, they can be shaped like various things. Like technically, Mecha Godzilla was a mech. It wasn't shaped like a person. It was shaped like Godzilla, but it was a mech.
That's true. That's a good point.
So yeah, next week is fantasy. Then the week after will be mechs again, part 2. Specifically, Avatar is Wuxia. Wuxia is Chinese fantasy.
But it's not
Fifth,
Chinese. It's a
uh,
made up world. It's not in China. It's made by a bunch of Americans. Animated in Korea.
uh, okay. Then he says, I think meaning mechs. He says they are basically tanks with legs. Yeah, a little bit beyond that. But anyways, thanks everybody for joining. I hope everybody had fun. We got a new person on the scoreboard, although we won't see them on the top 5 because they only got 6 points. But hey, they can build up. They are already above a couple other people. And if they come and make guesses each week, like,
Yep, every week.
let's see. This is the leaderboard for everybody for season 2 that's participated. Mike will be in position 7 with 6 points. And then, of course, he will still be in position 7 with 6 points. So he'll be in 7th place overall. But of everybody, as we can see here, this is the overall points for everybody for the season, not including this week, of course. So, with 30 some odd points, Outcast is again closing the gap between him and Fitzchozo with almost 40 points.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to be like 2 or 3 points away from Fitzchozo.
From number 1.
So, Outcast says, you guys have a good one. You too. So, yeah, thanks everybody for coming by. Anything you would like to promote before we leave?
No, not anything in particular at the moment.
Okay, so let's see. Let's get rid of round 15. Put that there. And hopefully we can do the outro. Taking our
Who's that shape on the screen today? Hey! Grab your friends